Hello, today we're discussing different age groups. Many diagrams on the IELTS test can contain information about different age groups. This is why it's important for you to be able to talk about them in several different ways. For the sake of this lesson, let's have a look at a group that has people between the ages of 25 and 34. Let's look at some of the phrases. 25, 34-year-olds, mind the dash symbol between the two numbers. 25 to 34-year-olds. The dash symbol is substituted by the preposition to in this case. And also, this is not years old, but year-olds. We say years old when we talk about our age. For example, I'm 33 years old, okay? But in this compound noun, the plural is made by adding s to the second word. Another phrase is those between 25 and 34. Those refers to a group of people. So it could be any kind of people. And between is always paired with the word and there are two numbers on both sides of and. The 25-34 age group or the 25-34 age bracket. We use article the because when we specify the ages of people within a group, it makes the age group specific, and there will be only one such group on your diagram. And the word group and bracket, they're absolutely interchangeable, so you can use either of them. The 25 to 34 age group or bracket, again, the dash symbol substituted by the preposition to. The age group or the age bracket of 25-34 years. This is very similar to the previous two phrases. The only difference is that the noun is relocated to the beginning of the phrase. We keep the article, and in order to show the years of the group, we add the preposition of. People or members or population aged between 25 and 34. The noun here will depend on, again, on the noun given to you in your diagram. And once again, we've got between and the word and. Again, people, members or population, etc. in the 25-34 age group or bracket. So when you're choosing to write a dash symbol, you have to be consistent and follow through in the rest of your writing. So if you choose, let's say, to write dash, do it in all the phrases you're going to write in your report. Okay, so you have to be consistent with whether it's a dash symbol you're choosing or the preposition. Any of the phrases can be used as the subject or object of a sentence. No matter how long these phrases can seem, any one of them may act as a subject or object of a sentence. For example, you can say the number of 25-34-year-olds is rising, okay? Or you can say there has been a great change among 25-34-year-olds. So it can be a subject or an object of a sentence. In second practice activity, you will see some examples of sentences where the phrases are used. When you have a comparison of two age groups, let's say a younger group where people are between 25 and 34, and an older one where people are between 35 and 44, you can refer to them in several following ways. Younger people or older people, the younger age group or the older age group. You can also say people in the younger age bracket or people in the older age bracket. People in the younger age group or people in the older age group. And once again, any of these phrases can be used as the subject or object of a sentence. We also have a group of people who reach and go beyond the age of 65, and they're often mentioned because at this age many people get retired in many countries. They're often referred to as senior citizens, but there are several other ways that you can call them because you don't want to go and repeat the word senior citizens, this phrase, many times in your writing. You can say people who are 65 and older, people or population over the age of 65, people or population aged 65 and over, 65 and older population, 65 and older individuals, senior citizens, we've said that before in here, aging population, and elderly population or elderly people. Mind that it's not nice to say old people. We don't want to call them old because that's not impolite. And elderly population or elderly people is the opposite of youth population. So if you have to compare, let's say, two groups of people, one of which will consist of senior citizens and the younger probably, and the other one probably will have some young people in their 20s or 30s, those will be the youth population. Now, it may be difficult for you to remember all the phrases, but you have to memorize at least several of them because you have to avoid repetition in your report writing. So memorize the phrases by repeating them out loud. For example, people who are 65 and older. Repeat it twice, repeat it 3 times or 10 times. If it takes you 10 times, then you have to do this. For example, people who are 65 and older, people who are 65 and older, people who are 65 and older. Write down the phrase as many times as you need in order to memorize it. Several days later, ask yourself how many phrases you remember, okay? And if you don't remember enough, just go back to the video, try to memorize it again. There is really no other way of handling this. You just have to learn it by heart. So I hope you handle all the phrases here, you cope with memorizing them, and after that turn to practice activities.